everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today we are going to be doing the This or That book edition. Alright, so I have my This or That questions. I don't have too many. I was going to try to come up with more, but I was like, no, we're just going to keep this a nice, sweet, short video. So we have our This or That questions. I did ask over on my channel what questions you might have for me to answer, so I did include those, plus some from myself, plus some from Holly's channel, from Lovely Day with Holly. She did this video last month, I think. Okay, so first question is, dust jacket on or dust jacket off? So if they're on my shelves, on. If I'm reading, off, because I never used to, but when I found out that they can be quite easily bent or ripped or dented, I kind of just decided to just kind of, okay, we're going to take the dust jackets off and put them back on when we're done. So that's my answer. Okay, read only ebooks or paperbacks? Paperbacks. I'm okay reading ebooks if I can't find another copy or if I have to get a book quickly, but I do prefer paperbacks. I do prefer holding a real book and flipping pages. Yeah, so yeah, paperbacks. Okay, next question. Read only classics or new releases? New releases. I have some classics. This is my classics shelf, but I have not read many on there, and I'm just not a huge classic fan. Children's classics I'm okay with sometimes, but other than that, I'm not a huge fan of classics in general. So yeah, I would definitely say a new releases. Next question. Books with cats or dogs? So I like both a lot, but I feel like in books, I think I'm more of a cat person in books, only because you see more cats, like in mysteries and stuff like that, rather than dogs. But yeah, I think cats. I think I would choose cats, because dogs are kind of hyper most of the time. Nice. I need a nice, relaxing animal in my book to calm the stress. Yeah, cats. Okay. Next up, tomes or short books? Short books. I used to love long books, especially if I'm really enjoying it. I want it to last longer, but lately my attention span is just gone. It's not there. So the shorter the book, probably the better for me. I do have some longer books on my bookshelves, but not many. Yeah, so that's probably why I've never really enjoyed fantasy, because those are chunky books. I just know the shorter the better. I think anything under 400 I'm good with. If it's under 300, that's even better, but anything under 400 I think I'm good with. Okay, next question. Be able to go inside a book or have your favorite books come to life? I think I'd rather go inside books, because you never know what trouble they're gonna cause, like in your real world. So I can just like leave them in the book and be done with them when I'm done. So I can come back to my world and, travel into books whenever I want to. So I think inside books I would choose. Next question is, only be able to read one author or never read from your favorite author? I think I would choose never be able to read from my favorite author, only because if I had to read books just from one author, like, you wouldn't be rereading a lot. Especially if like that author only wrote like 2 or 3 books. Like, that's a lot of rereading, and you couldn't read any new ones. So I think I would choose not reading from my favorite author ever again, even though it would be sad. But there's a ton of books out there, and I can always have new favorites. So yeah, I'm going to choose never reading from my favorite author, which I don't really have a favorite author anymore because there's just so many out there, but I guess probably Misu Andrews would be up at the top, so I'd have to say goodbye. But yeah, so only because of that reason I'm not a rereader all that much, so yeah. Next question. Only reading in preferred genre or trying something completely different occasionally? Trying something completely different occasionally, because I don't really have a favorite genre. I love most every genre out there, really, and I'm okay with reading different things, like except for really nonfiction. But if I had to read nonfiction every once in a while, once a year, I would be okay with that. So I would choose that. Okay, next question. Meet my favorite authors or meet my favorite characters? I think favorite authors. I think we could really have some good conversations. I can kind of pick their brains a little bit, see how they wrote their stories, and I don't know, I think like some of those authors would be really wonderful to meet, and I'd love to meet them. And so I think it would have been characters back in the day. Maybe it still is. It's like 60-40. Like I want to meet authors, but I also want to meet characters. But I guess I'll say authors. Okay. Read on the beach or by a fireplace? Fireplace. I do really enjoy the beach, but I do not want sand in my book or in my Kindle or phone or whatever. So yeah, fireplace only because of that. Otherwise, I would probably take a book to the beach all the time. Okay, next up, open ending or satisfied closure. If it's a series, open ending, because if it's an open ending, I'm more likely to continue the series quickly. Otherwise, it probably take me a long time to continue on. That's not the case all the time, but most of the time. So yeah, so series open ending, if it's like one book or a series that like is never gonna finish, then satisfied closure. Okay, but most cases open ending's fine. Enemies to lovers or friends to lovers? I'm okay with both, but I think I'm more of friends to lovers because like I don't know, I just kind of always wanted that for myself, or just like a best friend turned, the love of your life, and I love that. And enemies to lovers, like if you're always arguing, like yeah, that might not be the case after you fall in love, but there's always that chance of like argument. And like I don't know, I think I prefer friends to lovers because you're already best friends with that person. And yeah, so that's why I choose that one. Next one, unlimited free books or visit every book world you'd want to go in. This is a not fair question. I'd love either one. I guess I would choose visit every book world you want to go in because I still have the libraries that I can get free books from. So yeah, visit every book world I want to go in. Every book world. Yeah, I'll go in every book world that I ever want to go in. So yeah, that's my answer because I still have the library. Okay. Next one, happy ending or sad ending? Happy ending. Happy ending. Like some of the book can be sad, but I want a happy ending, okay? So yeah, happy ending, definitely. Next question, borrow or buy books? I do like both. But I guess buy books only because I can have them on my shelves to keep if like I really love them. I've been doing really well on not buying a lot of books lately. So, but yeah, buy books I guess only because I can have them on my bookshelves like for as long as they're there. Yeah, but I do love the library. Next question, Christian fiction or Christian nonfiction? Christian fiction. I've answered this one probably a lot in my videos, but I really don't like nonfiction. I really don't. Not even really Christian nonfiction. I do like devotionals a little bit, depending on the devotional. I like ones where you can journal besides reading, so I do like those. But yeah, definitely more Christian fiction for sure. Coffee or tea? I'm a tea drinker. Always and always tea drinker. I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. If I do, it's a lot of milk and sugar in that thing because it's too strong for me. The closest I get to coffee is like a caramel macchiato or sometimes like a cappuccino, but that's as close as I get to coffee. Okay, next question. Music or silence while reading? Silence most of the time, unless like somebody in the house is watching TV or no, that's pretty much the only situation that I would actually listen to music, and it's instrumental. I can't do words because that would distract me and I would start singing. So yeah, instrumental only if somebody's watching TV or something. And yeah, so I would prefer silence. Books that make you cry or books that make you laugh? Honestly, not many books really make me laugh. there's only like a handful of books that have ever made me laugh, so I would like more of that. I would like more laughable books. Books that really make me laugh. Just really good-hearted books that just make me laugh in a good way, and they're clean and they're funny. So yeah, I would choose that. Let's see. Morning reader or night reader? I'm both, but I'm more of a night reader because that way I can read before I sleep and nobody's around. I can just relax and read. So I think I'm more of a night reader. I pretty much read throughout the entire day. Reading indoors or outdoors? Again, indoors, because outdoors, sometimes it can just get too hot. There can be rain happening all of a sudden. Bugs. I don't want bugs in my books. I'm a reader indoors, honestly, unless it's an audiobook, and then I can do that. Okay, audiobook or physical book? I'm really enjoying audiobooks lately, but I still think physical book. Sci-fi or fantasy? As a train goes by. I like both, but I think I'm more of a fantasy than a sci-fi person because I do like dragons and I do like that fantasy element of a new world building, and yeah, I would say that. Series or standalone? I used to love series, but I think I'm more of a standalone now, only because I haven't been good with finishing series lately, and so I would definitely say standalones. Bookstore or online? I buy more online because it's cheaper, but I do really like to go to bookstores. So I would say bookstores only because I like to physically go in and look at the books. Signed edition or special editions? Signed for sure. Special editions are gorgeous, but there's nothing like having a signed book. Like nothing. Like this one. Since it's nearby, the author sent me a book plate to put in my book. Like, yeah, I actually have, like, I would say almost between 6 to 8 signed books now, so my collection is growing. And yes, I absolutely love signed books way better than special editions. Okay, paperbacks or hardcovers? Hardcovers I love for bookshelves, but as far as reading goes, paperbacks. They're easier to read, easier to kind of just, flop around. So yeah, paperbacks would be my choice. Human or animal sidekicks? No, I like both. I don't know. I think I would do human sidekicks only because I like the friendships that occur with the side characters and the main characters. So I think I would choose human, but I do love my animals. So now that was probably one of the toughest questions on there, but I think I'll choose human. Okay, yeah. So those are my answers to this or that book edition. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.